Dear students, welcome in this session. In today's sessions, we are going to discuss on the springs and application of the springs and the different types of the spring. Basically, spring is used in the various applications for the industrial as well as the some medical as well as the for another design operations. So basically, spring is defined as an elastic body whose function is to distort when loaded and to recover its original shape when the load is removed is like as the elastic limit for the stress and curl. The various important application of the spring is presents. Basically, it is used for the cushions or absorb or control the energy due to the either shock or the vibrations, as in the car spring, then railway buffers, aircraft, landing gears, shock absorbers, and vibration dampers. To apply the forces, as in the brakes, clutches, and the spring-loaded valves, here we are using the different types of spring to control the motions by maintaining the contact between two elements and each cans and follow example is mentioned to measure the forces as in spring balance and engine indicators to store the energy as in the watches and the toys. So these are the limited uh, application is present, but the spring is used in the different application is again example for straightening the teeth. You can use the different type of the spring in medical operations. So means the spring is used in different applications where the external force is required for that such applications. The spring is classified is based on its shape and based on its ellipse. So here basically is a helical spring. The helical springs are made of the wire coiled in the form of the helix and a primary intent for the composite or the tensile load. The cross sections of the wire from which the spring is made may be circular, square or the rectangular. So is the cross section. So here is a circular cross section is present, but in some cases it may be the rectangular cross section is present for the spring, and the cross section is depends on the type of the application. The two form of the helical spring are compression helical spring is present is like is a compression spring. So here in this compression spring you can apply the forces on the spring towards the surface of the spring, and another is the tension helical spring. So for the tension helical spring you can apply the forces in this direction. So is the you can see the tension helical spring. So for the tension helical spring the gap between the two adjacent coil is null, and for the compression helical spring the gap between these two adjacent coils, the 1 and the 2, there is some gap is present. So is the main difference between the compression helical spring and the tension helical spring. The helical springs have the different advantage. They are easy to manufacture, these are available in the wide range, these are reliable, even these have the constant spring rate. We are coming on that what is meant by the spring rate. Their performance can be predicted more accurately, and these characteristics can be varied by the changing dimensions. So basically these two type of the compression spring is present, helical compression spring and the tension compression spring. Then another type of the spring is the conical and the volute spring. So it's figure A is indicate the conical spring and figure B is indicate the volute spring. The conical and volute springs are used in a special application where a telescopic spring or the spring with a spring rate that increases with the load decreases decides. The conical spring is wound with a uniform pitch, whereas the volute spring are wounded on the paraboloid and the constant pitch. So is the main difference, and this such type of the spring is used in the agricultural application as well as for the old cycle sheet. Then the torsion spring. The torsion springs may be helical or the spiral. The helical type may be used only in applications where the load tends to wind up the spring and are used in the various electric mechanisms. The spiral spring also used where the load tends to increase the number of coil, and when made of the flat spring strips are used in watches or the clock. The major stresses produced in the torsion spring are tensile and the compression due to the bending. So these are the two. That helical torsion spring is basically used in the writing pads. The spiral torsion spring is basically used in the toy, either the hand watch. Then another is a heavy duty spring, basically is called as the lamited or the leaf spring. The lamited leaf spring is also called as the flat spring or the carriage spring. It consists of the number of flat plates. So these are the flat plates 1, 2, 3, 4 like as of varying the length held together by means of the clamp of the bolts as shown in figure like as this. These are mostly used in the automobile. The major stresses produced in the leaf spring are tensile and the compressive stresses. So these are the eye of the spring 1 and the 2, and it is fixed with the body of the vehicle, and these are the heavy load capacity is present for the such type of the spring. Then the disc or the valve springs. This spring consists of the number of conical discs held together against the slipping by a central bolt or tube. These springs are used in applications where the high spring rate and the compact spring units are the required. The major stresses produced in this or the valve spring are tensile and compressive stresses. Then another the special purpose spring is there also there. These springs are air or the liquid spring, rubber spring, ring spring, etc. The fluid may be used air, either the liquid can behave as a compression spring. These springs are used for the special type of the applications. What are the material is used for the spring? Because the spring stiffness is a major role in the spring, and the material of the spring should have the high fatigue strength, it should have ductility, it should be high resilience, and it should be grip resistance. It largely depends upon the service for which they are used, based on the service, average service or light services. The surf service means rapid continuous loading, where the ratio of the minimum to maximum load in one half or less as automotive valve spring. Then what is meant the average service include the same stress range in the surf service, but with only intermittent operation as the engine governed spring and automobile suspension spring. The light service include a spring subject to the loads that are static or very frequently varied as a septilage. The springs are mostly made of the oil-tempered carbon steel wires containing 0.6 to 0.7% carbon and 0.6 to 1% magnesium. So a music wire is used for the small spring. These are the example is given. The helical spring are either cold form or the hot form depending on the size of the wire. Basically the wire of the small size is than the 10 meter are usually wound cold, whereas large size wires are wound hot. The strength of the wire varies with smaller size wire is the greater strength and less ductility due to the greater degree of the cold working. In the spring, the different type of the terms is used. So is firstly, the first is the compression spring is present. This is the compression spring. So is when without load is present on the spring, whatever the total length is present from top to bottom coil, the total length is called as the free length of the spring. Then the D indicate the diameter of the wire. D is the diameter of the wire. In some cases is the rectangular, but here in this case the circular cross section is present for this wire. Then the P is indicate the pitch. The pitch is defined as the distance between the two adjacent coil. So is the pitch of the coil, and this D is the mean coil diameter of the wire. So is the mean coil diameter of this total spring. Then when you are going to apply the load on the spring, and due to that load the spring is compressed having some length, then the distance between the free length to the compressed length is called as a deflection. So is called as a deflection. The deflections between these conditions, and when we are going to compress the spring based on that load, what are the total length is present and is called as a compressed length of the spring. So by using these two conditions, you can find out the spring stiffness of the spring. You can apply initial, you can measure the initial load of the spring, then apply the total load on that spring, find out the distance find out the distance between the free length and the compression length, and based on that you can find out total deflection. Then you can apply the full load on the spring. In that conditions, the two adjacent coil should be in contact. There is no gap is present between the two adjacent coil like as this previous. So instead of the gap, this two adjacent coil is in properly contact, and then you can say the total compressed length of the spring is a compressed solid spring. So these are the main terms used in the springs. So here spring index. The spring index is defined as the ratio of the mean diameter of the coil to the diameter of the wire. It is mathematically called as notation C, capital letter C, and is nothing but the capital D divided by D. So D is the mean diameter of the coil, and small d is the wire diameter coil. And the spring index is useful parameters for design the spring for the different application. And we are coming on the spring rate. The spring rate or the stiffness or the spring constant, these are the two different words is present: spring rate, stiffness, or the spring constant. It is defined as the load required per unit deflections of the spring, and mathematically can say that K, small letter K, is indicate the spring stiffness and is equal to applied load on the spring divided by the deflection. So by using the previous equations you can find out the spring rate. So in this case, so this is the W, applied load on the spring, and is the deflection of the spring, free length minus the compressed, whatever the deflection is present. So here W divided by this deflection is nothing but the spring rate at the spring stiffness. So again, for the springs, the different end is present, and this different end is useful for mounting of the springs for the different applications. You can say the end connections of the compressor is a plain ends. So in this case, so just one wire is wound in a spiral race, and this end is perpendicular with the axis of the spring, and it will be cut here. So it's called as a plain end type of the spring. Then the ground end is again in the ground end conditions, the spring is coiled like as a spiral, and the end of the spring is cut with the perpendicular with the axis of the spring, and then you can see the ground end. Then the square end. In the square end spring, the last coil of the spring is perpendicular with the axis of the spring, and it will be cut here. So it's a square end. And the square and the ground end is just difference is present here. For the square end, just this material is removed by using the grinder, and the shape of that square end is should be the flat. So it's called a square and the ground end type of the spring. So this end is decided the application of the spring where we are going to use the sort of. How to find out the difference between that two lengths? The total number of turns, solid length and free length for the different type of the end condition. For the plain ends, the total number of coil is given n, solid length is given n plus 1 into the d, and free length is given like this. So this table is useful for find out the free length and the solid length of the spring. So these are the different end connection also is used for the tension springs. So is a half spherical end is present, is for the one side is again the is one, and is a perpendicular direction, is both present in the one direction. This is different direction is present. So depends on the applications, the end is present for the spring. So in next lecture we are going to discuss on the stresses present in the spring and how to define the spring. Thank you.